Today, I have for you another budget new model from Teverun that has a pretty cool setup and that's priced reasonably. And this is how you'll receive the box, and this is how it looks package-wise. Something's missing here, the charger is not there, probably just moved somewhere around. You have here tools, covers, this kind of like little poster with all the models, and you scan, you get your exact information. Scan me here so you can get all the instructions, all the information for this. I hope there's a charger inside. But this is standard Teverun package. Nails to hold this like we've seen in the previous models. This model comes wrapped in plastic and it's not that heavy. Total weight 83 pounds, easy to handle and lift it. You only need to unwrap it, mount the axle cups and install the handlebars, and the scooter is ready to ride. Last month I reviewed the Teverun Blade Mini and this was a success. Over 1 month ago, and the video has a lot of views. About 40 people bought this model, and if you look at the comments, they're very happy, very pleased with this compact beast. Very good details, good specs. $1250 on a website with my discount code, about $1,200 or less, so you can check it out. So if you need a compact powerhouse that looks cool, has good performance, an app, all this good stuff, overall amazing package for the price, this is the one to get. Now if you want something beefier, something that can withstand higher top speed, a little more range, and bigger suspension, bigger tires, bigger body frame, this is the one to get. So this is a Teverun Blade GT2, and this is a second budget option that offers high performance, slightly bigger, heavier, more capable scooter. Specs are the following: 60-volt battery, 26 amp hour, smart BMS, and we have here 11-inch tubeless tires, street version, and we have here's the motor ID. You can Google it and get more specs, but this is 4900 watts rear and front, so I assume 2450 peak power and watts. And pretty much we have here, this is the hydraulic coil suspension, adjustability here with the key, no valve, the light is the same. In the front, similar hydraulic coil suspension. On this model we have this tubed suspension, so slightly small and different. Bigger wheels, bigger arms. This will be able to handle much more aggressive riding. Speed is advertised 53 miles an hour, 50 miles in range. Same exact levers you see on all other Teverun models. Hydraulic disc brakes, 140 mil rotors, exactly the same design, just better levers. The pistons, this is similar to Zoom brakes. From previous experience, these brakes are working just fine, nothing to complain about here. And the same top, the same pretty much everything. You have this like type of carbon fiber, but it's a plastic cover on top. Folding mechanism, the same exact way as that model. This Blade GT2, actually let's power this on quickly. And you have the same screen. It boots up, you have all the necessary cards here to open it, to unlock it. You can see we have same screen on this model as this model, the same NFC, the same hook, different color, different size, similar handlebars, similar stem, much bigger, wider frame. And you can see here the arms on this blade and that blade, it's actually quite bigger, different colors, different fenders, different suspension in both models. And of course, much faster. Overall, if you look at design, it keeps the same DNA as the previous version. Teverun applies the same idea as the Tesla. This is Model X, so the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model S, they have similar parts. Some of the panels actually work on both cars, like the bumper in the back, also the bumper in the front. You know, there's similar design. Like this part, I looked, some of the lights are the same. So the same idea here, they change slightly the size on the bigger next model, try to give you an affordable, a lower price and bump up the performance. So you can see here we have a steer dampener on this model, so it's gonna go faster. You don't need that there. You have slightly different arm, bigger wheels, bigger motors, and just keep the same design all the way through. So you know, it's Teverun. You see the tail in the back is the same, the lights in the back, and suspension is completely different here. But pretty much the same idea. We have the same light here in the front as the previous model. I prefer, and I mentioned this in so many Teverun videos, I don't know why they're not upgrading that. I don't like this trigger, it's good. That's why you can see here, I have to fold all the way down the brake lever so I can have like full action here straight, so it's comfortable. I don't like to go and keep my hand, you know, compressed, like, you know, stretch all the way to the top. And look at this model. they put this nice throttle, and this actually fits on that scooter, so I'll probably take this one out from here and just put it here, so it's much better. And these are CTS 11-inch tubeless tires. I forgot to specify that. Good brand, good overall tires. And here I forgot to put this covers, the same as the axle ones, front and back. And 2 charging ports on each side. You're gonna get that slow charger, so you need to get 2 faster ones if you want to get back on the road. But that's pretty much it. So this is pretty much the specs and the differences and how they look. So let's take it for a spin and see how this scooter performs. All right, so the scooter, when you power it on, is gonna go in park. You press one more time, any brake lever is gonna go into normal mode, and we have here 5 gears. You can see here, Eco, L. If you press plus, it'll be L. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course the scooter is going to be locked when you get out of the box, and this is what you get speed-wise. And that's going to be kilometers on the bottom and speed on top. So it's going to be 10 miles an hour. 11:10. Let's stop and let's unlock it. And let's see what we get after. Advertised 53 miles an hour, which should be more than enough for any rider that's looking for entry level. Like, I would not call this high performance. This is like entry level to mid level, and I actually wanted to swap the triggers, but I'm gonna do that after the video. I don't want to like change anything, so you guys get exactly what you receive out of the box and how it performs. So let's wrap this back quickly and see how it rides. Got a little bit of cold, and yeah, so you get this stuff here. Unlock valid only 3 times LEDs, and this is lock. Okay, so we have this green one. You keep it right here, and now it should be unlocked, I guess. Let's see what it does. You have to, oh, actually it's in park. Oh yeah, now it's unlocked. So let's see now. Oh yeah. Different story now. 31, 32. Yeah, it's actually, the scooter weighs 83 pounds or 38 kilos. And feels very quick. Like old Teveruns. If you're not careful, it's gonna pop a wheelie. You can see it's very aggressive on the 5th speed level. Let's go to the max. Oops, helmet. A little windy today, but 30 very quick. 34, 37, almost 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44. Super windy today. I haven't even checked the steer dampener. It's probably very loose, but stable as hell. Let's see here. Yeah, it's actually very loose. Let's go opposite side. Yeah, much better now. Perfect now. Ooh, torque is really good. So this sidewalk is actually very comfortable, and the suspension pretty darn good. Yeah, suspension is good actually. Let's go around this corner here and see. Brakes, as all the models are tested, very good. Nothing to complain here. Let's go through this bus. So I'm maxed out now on the throttle, and this is the pickup. $43, $44. If I can squeeze more. Yes, 44 seems to be the limit. 45 actually now. 46. 47. Yeah, super windy, so 47 is the maximum speed. Slight decline here. And 230 pounds now, so if I would be lighter, I'll probably hit closer to the tire's top speed limit. But 47 is not bad. You have to really like duck down to get that maximum speed. 44 if I stand up. And it's windy today, so that might be another factor that reduces the top speed. Yeah, acceleration is good. We're testing out the range test at the same time, so I'm gonna try to crush it and keep it to the max at all time, so you guys get the numbers. And of course, when it gets to 25%, I'll have to like dial it down so I don't kill the battery and get more range, as I usually do. But look, now max 43, just goes. Brakes fantastic. Yeah, torque from the start is freaking like all other Teveruns. It's crazy. It's slightly more than the previous model, the smaller model. Very responsive. You know, like the bigger the scooter, from what I experienced, the bigger the scooter, the brakes are the same levers, just they increase the calipers, they thicken the frame, they improve a lot of things where it's needed, they make it just more aggressive, more powerful. I feel like for this size, this is a little bit overkill. It's more power than it should be. When I start, I don't know, it's super windy. I don't know if the mic picks up the you know, my voice and the wind and the performance of the scooter. Actually spins the tires. I don't know if that is being recorded or the mic is able to reflect you know, how the tires spin, but it's aggressive. It's very nimble, very aggressive. Like all Teveruns, this is very, very comfortable. And price-wise, compared to the previous model, $1250, and this is $1699, this is, I think, it's a pretty good deal. For Teverun quality, Teverun design, I think this is outstanding. My favorite scooter is 7260R, now Daytona, and then is Vostok. This is my top 3 preference right now for hyper scooters. But if I'll be able to, you know, to choose something small, I'll go for the 11 Plus. I think that, but that one is more expensive. That gives you a much bigger battery. But if you're like cash constrained and you're like limited budget, I would just say for this one. And this is, I mean, much smaller. If you need range, get the GTII Plus. That's gonna give you like 35 amp battery, and you have KK suspension here. You have little upgrades, different screen, you know, things that are reinforced to support that battery, that power. But if you're like on a lower level and you can't spend more than $2 grand, I think this is a very good option. Yeah, I have nothing to complain about the scooter. Like, I already know I rode all Teverun's, you know, models, and I can feel like they all perform similar, just exception of power delivery and improvements to support that power. They're pretty much all well done, good design, good components. The trigger, I would just, you know, I mean, it's a cool trigger if you lower it down, but I would just go for the other design, for the push down throttle. That one is just, to me, I think it looks cleaner and it's more comfortable, and it's just, I don't know, you put the console here with the buttons, with the speeds, lights to control the left hand side, and have that one here. I think it's just more control. I don't have to lower the brake down and keep it the same level. So that's my 2 cents, and that's what I would do. But the riding the scooter, performance wise, there's nothing here to really complain. It's just perfect. Power has enough exactly of everything you need. Stable, comfortable. I'll show in a second suspension. It just rides body smooth, and if you jam it, it just goes. Picks up speed very, very nicely, very powerfully. Yeah, I'm able to keep up with the traffic, and uphill again, I can pass this guy if I wanted to. The range test was performed in maximum speed setting. My weight is 230 pounds, temperature between 50 to 60 degrees. It was getting colder, but I managed to cover 25.1 miles in range. And the scooter was still moving 6 to 7, close to 9-10 miles an hour. I decided to stop because it was just too slow. suspension out of the box is soft for my weight, but you can get the wrench and compress it to desired levels. I left the stock to show you exactly how it behaves and how it rides. Still, very nimble and great in corners. Handling, it's fun and intuitive. Despite being soft for me, it's still performing well and it's comfortable. I would say it would be perfect for somebody who's 165 to 195 pounds rider. On heavy, aggressive acceleration or rough terrain makes a bit of noise but rebounds well and adjusts quickly. Acceleration is too much, pulls hard even if the battery is half or less. Very fun engaging. Off the line, it's a very quick scooter. It doesn't spin the tire crazy, but it grips well, good handling, good control. Overall, well designed and refined scooter. Yeah, it has a good torque, but not as crazy as the other Teverun. When it comes to charging, the good part is that we have two charging ports, one here and one on the opposite side. The bad part is that you get a good quality charger, but just look at this. It's 1.75 amp hour. So this will take over 15 hours to fully charge it from empty to full. So this right here, I have a previous from last year review charger, and this is also Teverun. Also budget version, but this was at least 2 amps, which is still low, but better. So I would suggest to get 2 of these, and you can charge the scooter a little over 6 hours. Now, the best thing is to go to Amazon and get a charger, which is 67.2 volts, and it's 5 amps. Now, the only thing is we can do, what I did here, you cut the end and you connect the original charger to that new charger from Amazon, and at 5 amps you'll get much faster charging rates, or you can get 2 of them. If you're in a rush, let's say if you ride a lot and you want to get back on the road fast, get 2 of them at 10 amps, you'll charge under 3 hours. Now, don't do it every day because you're short on the lifespan of the battery, but when you need it, it's good to have the option. Or at least use a 5 amp charger and get it back on the road slightly over 5 hours and be able to ride. The side lights are pretty decent. It doesn't look super bright in the camera, but they're visible and they're changing colors. You can also adjust that if you go on the app. And let's power on the front light and the rear light. So now you have only active rear brake light, and it's actually very, very bright, the way it should be. And let's power on the light. And this is the light. Again, in the camera, I'm looking out for the phone. It doesn't look like a lot, but it heats up pretty far. Also can be adjusted. If I move, let's say, up, you can see it's pretty bright, or down. It's very concentrated, and it doesn't look like it's a wide beam, but when you go fast, it's exactly the width of the car lane. It's perfect, and it's super bright. I think camera doesn't do justice, doesn't pick up well, but if you look in the front, it's super bright. Look at that. If I level it in front, it's like extremely bright. And you have the turning signals. These are actually pretty cool. Let me show you. Super bright, and the body also flickers and it flashes, so extremely bright, and you can see daytime or even nighttime. Very good lights. On this area, Teverun shines. Very well done. And this is how it looks from the side now, with the front light and the back light engaged once you turn lights in the evening. Very well done. And this is the side profile, so you can see it hits pretty far and the beam is pretty strong. Here are both scooters, GT2 Plus and GT2. So the main differences from the handlebars, you can see it's all the same. You have different screen, extra features here. TFT screen, yeah. And this is a regular standard screen. LED. You have the same consoles, the same trigger, the same brakes. Now going down the frame here, you have the same dampeners. Now you have standard coil suspension, and here you have adjustable GTII suspension, much beefier, much better, more travel, better adjustments. And down the frame, the same exact frame, the same fenders. You can see here in the back, different suspension, GTII, adjustability, standard, and we have the same motors, 35 amp hour battery, and this is Samsung cells, and this is Chinese Gen X cells, and this is 26 amp hour. The same 60 volt.
5 amp charger.
What is it?
5 amp charger.
Yes, 5 amp charger get on this package, and here you get 2.75 amps. So these are the main differences, and probably in the app there'll be something different, but besides that, these are exact the same scooters and frames, except the inside parts and the suspension. The same lights.
And the weight, so you do.
Oh, the weight, yes, you're right. So this is, you said 97 pounds?
97 pounds, yeah.
97 pounds, and this is 83 pounds. That's, what else? Did we miss anything? That's pretty much it, right?
That's it.
I mean, you had yours for how long?
500 miles to about
500 miles.
2 months.
Any issues?
The dash was glitching out, but Teverun sent me a new dash.
Yeah, they're good with that. They're very good with the customer support. And you have here 1, 2, 3, and Sport, right?
Yeah, so there's different modes.
Yeah, different modes.
Let's check them out. That's
yeah,
the Sport
3
mode, 2, 1.
and 1.
And then there's a walk mode.
There's walk mode, yeah.
Economy
Eco mode, yeah.
mode.
I have different. Here I have park, so you have to press levers to get out of it, and I'm in 5th speed level. If you go down, you can see here 4th. Hold on a second, I press wrong. So you have L. I'm not sure. Oh, E, L. Let's go L, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are the speed modes. One more thing to mention that I forgot, I got 47 miles an hour top speed on this scooter, and I'm 230 pounds, you're 175, 180, how much?
150.
150, you got how much speed on this?
I got about 50 and a half.
50 and a half, yeah, so
I
that's
only
it.
tested at like 90%, so it will get the claim speed at 100, but realistically 49 and a half, 50, you'd probably get.
I see. So this is your specs, guys, for the both scooters. And the arms, the frame, the wiring, everything else, it's the same. The Teverun Blade GT2 is another good option for those that want a little more aggressive experience and performance, but still keep it light and affordable, a lower price level, and not to lose that flashy higher quality product, and a brand that offers good support. Under 2 grand, and it's comparable to a Movi Cruiser, RS Roadrunner, VSET Apex 10, which are around 2K or over, and offers very similar performance. Guys, the links will be down below in the description box, check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.